What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the 215 Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew.
What's going on, guys?
Besides me is Tyler. And, we got a lot to talk about. A lot of
big news happened yesterday.
Big news happening, yeah.
Big news.
It's June the 2nd, on the day we're recording this, and obviously, you know the rumors. You know the deal is official now, June 1st.
I mean, we've been hearing about the speculation for weeks.
Yeah.
It's finally
off season. It's
finally confirmed,
Yep.
finally official. A.J. Brown passed his physical at noon, so the deal is official. It's confirmed. He's going to be speaking in about an hour.
A.J. Brown going to the Patriots, and for me, I feel like the return is pretty good. I got a first-round pick for a guy going into his age 29 season.
Yeah.
He's still a good receiver, but you got to remember when you hit your 30s in football, you really start to take like a downward spiral, I feel like, towards the pinnacle of your career. And the fact that the Eagles were able to get a first-round pick, although it's in 2028, I mean...
Still a first-round pick.
Still a first-round pick.
You're going to take that any day of the week. I wouldn't care if it was 2029.
Yeah.
Like, it's still...
So, like, what if the Patriots in the 2007-28 season, they finished, 5-12? You're thinking realistically, like, okay... We have A.J. Brown, who has lingering knee issues, getting fluid drained in his knee twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
He's causing drama in New England, and
he's probably going to want a new deal.
Yep. And we just saved $50 million and got a top 10 pick in the draft.
And plus, he got the whole fact that his coach is going to be surrounded by, uncomfortable questions all season about his relationship with female reporter Diana Rossetti. So, plus you pair that with the speculative reports that have come out about, potentially AJ and Jalen not getting along because of a certain particular woman.
The way he's treating this situation, like the whole, New England stuff, is just so aggravating because I feel like, the dude came here in his first season. He goes to the Super Bowl. He wins the Super Bowl. The second season, not the second season, but a couple of seasons later, he goes to another Super Bowl. He wins the Super Bowl, catches a touchdown in the game, racks up 1,000 yards every single season he's here. Still got the audacity to complain, even after winning the Super Bowl. Still complaining like, "Oh, I'm not happy." Blah, 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 blah.
Post stuff on freaking Twitter or Instagram,
social media,
using me without using me.
Yeah, come on, man. That was after the game where he told people to drop him in fantasy.
Yeah, that was after the game where...
This is a clown show.
Wasn't that after the game where he had 88 yards receiving and a touchdown?
Yeah.
He was using me without using me. Bro, what are you talking about?
You got a freaking touchdown in that damn game, kid. And then he's going on this podcast saying "Oh, the Patriots was always my preferred destination. I had this rug in my house, even when I was on the Eagles, But he basically just said on the podcast,
pandering.
Eagles was just a little part-time job for me. Now I'm on the Patriots. I'm going to actually
that was just
do my job.
A minor stint in my career. And it was...
I just won a Super Bowl, made an all-pro team, but...
I just wanted to get that ring. I was ring chasing.
Yeah.
Now I'm coming to the place I actually want to be at.
There's when they were having the Super Bowl parade, and he came on and they said I was a diva.
He's like, I'm not satisfied.
They said I cared about stats, and then he's like, I ain't care about that. I'm not no diva. Oh,
he does indeed care about
that freaking showed. So
to the point where he requested a trade because he was the leading wide receiver, yet was not being used enough, which could be true at the same time, but also you're not really in a position to complain when you're the leading receiver on the team 4 years in a row.
You're the leading receiver on the team 4 years in a row. You had a down season on the offense. Instead of, you got a new offensive coordinator, you want to work stuff out with Jalen Hurts, maybe.
It's not
you want to work stuff out with the new offensive coordinator. Instead,
it's not like you were being phased out of the offense.
I feel like this is a lot of...
it's not like you were being forced out of the team or forced into a lesser role.
This is a lot of animosity towards Ben Simmons, where obviously the two sides are different. Ben Simmons couldn't handle the media. He couldn't really handle the pressure of playing in the city. I feel like AJ
think Ben Simmons just didn't want to play basketball was the real thing.
Yeah, that's why he switched over to fishing.
Yeah, so...
But, I mean, you think after winning a Super Bowl and having all this success here in Philadelphia, AJ would be able to, like, compose himself and say, like, we're still doing good here. We still got a chance to win more we still got a chance to, possibly win more rings or whatever. But even still, like, I just feel it's a childish way that he went out. Even though he brought us a Super Bowl and whatnot, he just...
Very brat-like.
Really brat-like, yeah. I know it makes me lose respect for him.
I definitely don't disagree with you or anything, because he had a very ungraceful exit, I would say. Was not a good exit.
Would you say Devontae Smith had a good season? But I'm not like a superstar season, but like
he had a good season.
He had a good season, but it wasn't like superstar level caliber.
No.
But he's not sitting here complaining like...
I mean, he got probably, I don't know exactly how many yards he got, but he probably had something like 800.
Close to like 1,000.
I want to say like 800 something.
He wasn't sitting there saying, "I need a trade. Can you trade me to New England?" Like,
he didn't say anything really negative at all.
Sitting there saying anything in the media. He was just focused on working stuff out and getting ready for the new season.
And maybe that's just because Devontae wasn't
class.
The number one, so maybe he felt like, because the number one was already saying it, he didn't have the need to say it. But also,
okay, but the number one shouldn't say that.
Right, I was also going to say it could also just be because Devontae chooses to keep that stuff in house.
I mean, he wears the C badge on his freaking...
Right, like if he has a problem with it, he's going to go to the coaching staff and tell them. He's not going to sit there and spout it off to the media.
Think about it this way: you got Saquon Barkley didn't really have the best season.
No.
Compared to his Offensive Player of the Year season, he didn't.
The entire offense didn't. The entire offense was down.
But I feel like the offense wasn't the same without Saquon Barkley bursting through defenders, making big runs here and there, and then, he didn't go out and say, "I need football 25 times a game. I need to be traded back to the Giants if you don't give me enough carries." Like, he didn't say that.
No,
and he's the number one running back.
He had almost half the amount of yards than he did the previous year.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't he only crack I think he cracked 1,000 in game 13 of the season, or 14 or something?
He didn't complain. I didn't hear any complaining from Saquon.
He maybe had 1,200 yards, I want to say.
He took something. He took full what's the correct word for it? Responsibility, yeah. Accountability. It's like, we're going to get better next season. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going around saying, AJ wanted to play for New England because it's in Massachusetts and he went to Ole Miss. That's a reason why, but...
Well, it's because he wants to go back with Mike Vrabel for some reason.
Yes, he wants to go back for Mike Vrabel. I don't know. Maybe he'll end up sleeping with Diana Rossini the second day on the job.
Maybe the whole reason why is because he wants to be Eskimo Bros. And he wants to, they want an Eiffel Tower over top of Diana and take her to Paris,
Oh, my goodness.
But yes, Saquon only had 1,140 rushing yards last year. So significantly less. And when you have a guy that rushes for 2,001 season and then almost 1,000 less the next, your offense is not going to look anywhere near close to what it was the previous year. That's just a factor of how the season's going to unfold. If he's not producing at the same level, then you have no other way to really
You're stuck paying this guy, all this guaranteed money. You just gave up a first-round pick.
Yeah.
You're sitting in the bottom of the rankings. I mean, if he balls out, he balls out. Like, that's not my concern, He don't know me. If he goes for 1,200 yards and, 20 touchdowns, then... I mean, I'm still not going to show him respect, but
well,
good for you.
Here's the funny thing about all of this, right? So he complained about his usage, right? They're not using me enough. If you look at the Patriots last year, how were the Patriots set up? A lot of rotational pieces, right? Their leading guy, Stephon Diggs, you would think, oh, wow, he's the number one wide receiver. All right, he's coming off of an ACL, tear the previous year. Still, he's going to be on the field for, 85, 90% of the snaps, you would say?
Yeah.
66.
See? And they had to release Stephon Diggs because he decided to, pull a little Odubel Herrera and start beating on Cardi B.
Well...
Or was it Megan Thee Stallion? I don't know.
I think it's Cardi B.
I don't know. It was one of those female rappers.
Either way, the fact of the matter is, he's going to a place where they use their number one receiver on 66%.
If he's going to sit there and say he wants more targets, then Drake May better be throwing to him 35 times a game.
Which that's not typically the way that...
You're going to get 35 throws from bum-ass Drake May, the guy who had probably the worst Super Bowl performance of all time. Meanwhile, Hurts has...
I mean, I'm not going to say he's bum, but... I mean, he still threw 38 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions.
All right, but Hurts did the same exact thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying he's better than...
He had 2 great Super Bowl performances.
Right, I'm not saying he's better or anything.
I don't think Drake May's good.
But the fact of the matter is that whatever you feel about Drake May, he spreads the ball around. I don't think Stephon Diggs had a single game with over 6 receptions last year.
And you're going to sit there and say, they're using me, but they're not using me.
And I mean, because I had Stephon Diggs on my fantasy team. So I'm pretty sure, this is why I know the snap percentages and stuff, because I was looking at this week in, week out, and the only reason he kept staying in my lineup was he kept getting touchdowns, week in and week out. Remember, he had that, 8-week stretch where he got a touchdown every week?
10 receptions against Buffalo in their victory.
Okay, that was the most that he had.
Yeah, that was the most that he had, yeah.
And then look at his snap percentages from it. Whatever you're checking, does it show it?
Yeah, 56%, 51%.
See, look.
52, 62.
That's your number one right there?
54.7% offensive snap percentage.
Right, and that's your number one wide receiver, getting 54% of the snaps.
They're going to win. The Patriots are going to win 38-3 on week 1. A.J. Brown's going to be like...
He's going to be on the field for 66% of the snaps. He's going to be like, what the fuck, man?
Why didn't you use me? Where's my 25 targets? I could have caught 3 touchdowns.
He's going to start posting the quotes from the book he was reading on the sidelines. What was the name of the book?
I forget the name of the damn
book.
Oh
my goodness, the infamous book. It was mind. I know it has something to do with the mind.
I honestly forget the book that he was reading, but he'll probably post one of his stupid quotes. Inner excellence, train your mind.
Yes, inner excellence, train your mind. That's what it is. I knew it was something with the mind, but he'll be posting some quotes from there. Week 3 when
he's going to score 1 touchdown with the Patriots, and he's going to use the quote from the book, the recipe.
When he only
the recipe to success.
He's only on the field for 51% of the snaps that week, and he's going to be like, I'm requesting a trade immediately.
The thing about this whole situation is just it's so easy to make fun of him and, spread all this hatred and joke because the way you decided to act.
Well, yeah. You know what he's going to do? He's going to have a new kid with his new wife. He's going to have Mike Vrabel be the godfather, and then they're going to get into some spat, and then he's never going to want to talk to Mike Vrabel again.
The kid's going to be freaking light-skinned.
Just like how it goes with, Jalen Hurts. Just exactly like how it went with him, They were the best of friends. He was the best man or whatever. Some shit There
was apparently, he also had some beef with Hassan Reddick.
I don't care about Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, over a massage therapist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that I was talking about earlier. I think apparently, a lot of players were interested in this massage therapist, maybe, including aforementioned Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown.
But this is all speculative. This is all speculative information, not confirmed. So just want to put that out there, and I have no idea if any of that is actually true. Just stuff that I have been seeing. But with A.J. Brown gone, the Eagles are definitely better in the locker room, I want to say, right? Probably in a much better, stance from a team and leadership and less distractions for the locker room. But as a overall talent
they're going to be. It's going to be a little bit different. Obviously.
They didn't get better. Obviously, they clearly got worse.
They clearly got worse, but maybe
AJ Brown.
We haven't seen what Mekhi Lemon's going to be like.
Right. So I was about to say, let's talk about the replacement plan, right? So we got Devontae Smith, who there's people that definitely believe that he can step into the number one. There's people that don't think he can step into the number one. I'm not entirely sure.
I think he's ready to step into the number one.
I think that he definitely could be, and I could also see it going south where, they put him in the number one, and yet he doesn't produce like a number one. I could see both scenarios playing out, and based upon what little information that we know now, it's too early for me to say what I think. I want to wait up until I hear some stuff coming out of training camp and stuff like that.
I feel like he had the opportunity in his rookie season. He was basically the number one, you feel like.
Yeah, he basically was for probably, you want to say, the remaining 12 games of that season, you would say?
Yeah,
right?
I feel like.
So he does have some mid-level, I guess, experience, I would put it as. But it'll be interesting to see just how productive he's going to be without AJ Brown, because he's definitely going to get at some point double teams, especially if he ends up being successful early on in the season. He's going to end up getting hit with double teams, and then I have no idea how he's going to respond to that, because how many times has he been double teamed in his professional career? I'm sure he was double teamed in college a fair amount of times.
Yeah, but I feel like he hasn't been double teamed that much in his
so
NFL career when he had AJ Brown beside him for 3 seasons. 4 seasons.
So you don't really know how that's going to work out. And then you also don't really know what the backup plan behind him is, because you got a whole bunch of new guys that are just coming in here.
A bunch of guys. You got Lemon, who's going to be the 2 most likely, and then it's basically a battle for the 3 here, which I think it's going to go to Wicks.
Yeah, it could either be Wicks, it could be Brown,
Hollywood Brown,
it could be Moore, it could be Darius Cooper.
Yeah, so I feel like if it's Wicks, they'll keep either Brown or they'll keep Brown maybe, but I don't know if they'll keep like Elijah Moore or any one of those.
It's going to depend on probably. Now, I don't think that they're going to keep all of them, right? Now, I do know Elijah Moore, Hollywood Brown, and I think Dontavian Wicks all play special teams for their respective teams the previous season.
I don't know. I feel like
am correct. I know I saw Elijah Moore returning
Hollywood
punts
Brown was
for
because they
Cleveland.
From the Chiefs, because he was on the Chiefs last year. Hollywood Brown, and they had that bull crap with Rashee Rice and the injury, going to jail or whatever, and they had Xavier Worthy doing his thingy. So I feel like Hollywood Brown played more. He was the second leading receiver for the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But whether or not he's going to end up being the, number 3 or the number 2 on this team, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I feel like I really like Dontavian Wicks.
I like Dontavian Wicks as well, and I think that he is definitely going to be safe, at least as a number 4 wide receiver.
At least a number 4.
And I think it might come down to Elijah Moore and Darius Cooper. And if that's the case, I don't know if Darius Cooper plays special teams.
Who's going either the special teams or the practice squad or
right. And
whatever.
Elijah Moore, I know, plays special teams because I saw him returning punts for the Cleveland Browns last year.
Oh, he's AJ Brown's friend.
So
I think the Eagles also brought back Brenton Covey, if I'm not entirely sure. Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure who's going to end up getting the chop, but I don't anticipate the Eagles carrying 6 wide receivers on the active day roster.
This is all just a battle for training camp or whatever.
And there's no guarantee even that the number 2 wide receiver is going to be the number 2 leading receiver on the team. Because you still got Dallas Goedert here for this year.
Yeah, you got Goddard.
So that's probably going to help along some, Mekhi Lemon at least, definitely early on in the season.
You also have Eli Stowers as well.
And you don't know how he's going to be. Mm-hmm. And that's another guy that's a physical kind of freak of nature type athlete. So as long as he's got hands and can run routes, you would think that it's going to end up being pretty successful draft selection and for the second round. But you also never know because this is a guy that's only played tight end for 2 seasons?
Yeah.
So who knows how he's going to be?
It's kind of like a IRL flex, I feel like.
Yeah. So it's another kind of like Taysom Hill situation.
Yeah.
You know, he's a quarterback, but he's also can be used as a tight end. Do they use him as a quarterback in some type of trick play scenario? At some point, maybe they
do. I don't know. That's up to Sean Mannion.
Does Sean Mannion start running Wildcat where you got freaking Eli Stowers lining up as quarterback? Like that's a possibility.
I don't know.
The Saints use Taysom Hill like that pretty effectively for I want to say 3 to 4 seasons. Taysom Hill was pretty effective doing stuff like that. So, I mean, who knows? There's a lot of creativity that you could do with a guy like Eli Stowers.
Yeah.
So, I'm interested to see how that plays out. Maybe he takes an increased role, Maybe Hollywood Brown has a little bit of a resurgence because he's been dealing with injuries. Maybe he can still, actually stay healthy this year. Probably not going to happen. But you can be optimistic and look at it that way. So, I mean, there's a lot of potential, but it's also a lot of, I want to say, doubted potential that I see in other than the 2 young guys in Eli Stowers and Mekhi Lemon. Elijah Moore has been cut from 6 different teams at this point in his career.
So I feel like it'll go down to
Hollywood Brown has ventured around to 4 or 5 different teams at this point in his career as well. And you got Dontavian Wicks, a guy that was never able to really bust into the starting lineup in his 3 years over at Green Bay. So there's a lot of potential that there could be some upside there, but it's also kind of, I feel like last year, the same thing that Howie was doing with the cornerbacks, where he's just throwing darts and just hoping that one of them ends up being...
one of them hits, and
hoping one of them ends up getting the middle ring,
I feel like the Eagles still have a good group of wide receivers, even without Brown.
I still think they do. And interested to see if Sean Mannion is going to kind of spread the wealth around a little bit, kind of like they did at Green Bay, because they didn't really have a true number 1 wide receiver. So they had to constantly be...
They were always flipping and flopping.
Using their 4th and 5th wide receivers for stuff and having, not a single wide receiver really getting over 70% of the snaps. Their number 1 wide receiver last year was probably Reed?
Either Reed
or
was Romeo
Watson?
Dobbs injured? Yeah, he was injured.
I think he was
on fantasy.
at different times in the season.
I had him
he
on
was.
fantasy football. He was injured.
And then plus they had, who's the guy that they drafted that didn't really have that good of a year last year? Golden?
Something? Oh, yeah, Matthew Golden.
Yeah, Matthew Golden.
Yeah.
So they still have him. They got Christian Watson still. So I guess Wicks was just kind of the odd man out that they had over there.
I assume so.
But, I mean, they didn't have a true number 1, so maybe the Eagles take a similar type of approach.
Yeah, that could be true.
The offense.
I mean, they're probably leaning towards Devontae as the number 1.
I would imagine they're going to give him and Lemon every opportunity to kind of secure that tandem partnership together. But at what point in the season, if it doesn't start to work out early, do you kind of change the game plan?
Start mixing and matching.
Right.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. The first 6 weeks, I feel like, are going to be very crazy.
They'll be like Stephon Diggs
bye.
and give him 60% of the snaps.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
So it'll be interesting to see how, the Eagles are able to adapt with the fact that they no longer have a guy that's going to be the main focal point of, hey, how do we stop this passing attack? Because you had to do that with A.J. Brown. I don't know if NFL coaches are going to treat Devontae Smith with that same type of respect.
Yeah, that could be another thing, too.
Right.
Because he's a whole different type of physique than A.J. Brown.
Exactly. So it's going to be interesting. But with the trade being final and seeing who they have, plus the fact that the Rams definitely just got better yesterday with their trade.
The Rams are going all in, and I believe that...
I don't know if I have a good feeling about them winning the NFC this year. I'm going to just say that right now.
I think the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think the Rams, with their trade yesterday, getting Myles Garrett, dude, how many positions do they have a top 10 guy in? Matthew Stafford, top 10, top 5 quarterback, definitely, you would say, right? Top 5?
Probably say top 2 quarterback. Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua, top 5 wide receiver.
Top 3 wide receiver. I feel
Devontae
like.
Adams, top 15. I want to say.
Yeah, top 15, even top 10.
Kyron Williams, top 10 running back.
Kyron Williams,
I want to say.
Myles Garrett,
right?
Trent McDuffie.
Yeah, like Myles Garrett, top 5, maybe top 1. You know, like the one and only.
There's rumors saying that Aaron Donald might come back to the Rams. Like,
dude, if he were to come out of retirement. I mean, how old is he at this point though? Like 36, and he hasn't played in like 3 seasons,
he's
right?
He's in his 30s, yeah, but he's still working though.
Oh, I imagine that his body is still in tremendous condition, but like still, he hasn't played football. What, like 3 seasons?
Yeah.
When did he retire? 2022.
I think he retired after the Rams won the Super Bowl,
or was it the season after they won the Super Bowl? It was the season they won the Super Bowl, wasn't it? That was Was that 21-22 season or 22-23?
Yeah, that was 21-22.
Yeah, 21-22. So it's been 4 years, basically, since he's played in the NFL. Now, I'm sure that he could probably come back and still get like 8 to 9 sacks because he's freaking Aaron Donald. But if you were to add him to that defense with Myles Garrett, that's probably going to be the best. You would have Garrett. You got still Poona Ford there, who had a good year last year. You got Fisk on the other side. You got Byron Young, Trent McDuffie locking it up over top. Like, they have a insanely stacked team, and the fact that they were not healthy different points during the season last year, like Puka Nacua was out at certain points, Devontae Adams was out at certain points. Who was their number 1 tight end?
Tyler Higbee?
Yeah, he was out for a decent portion of the season, I want to say. Like, if they're able to stay healthy throughout this season and not have any type of major injuries, they are definitely, I would assume, Super Bowl favorites, right?
Yeah, it's in their stadium. Like, they want to win it.
100% Super
they're
Bowl
going
favorites.
all in.
So, not entirely. I think the Eagles probably made a smart decision by getting some draft assets for maybe a time where the Rams aren't as good. You know? Because that 2028 pick is going to look a lot better when Matthew Stafford's probably no longer playing football.
Yeah. Or A.J. Brown's getting, fluid drilled into his 4 times a week.
Exactly. So
got robotic hamstrings.
I do think that the Eagles still end up in a very good position out of this trade, and they still might even end up as the better team and just in a better spot as a team before the trade. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What if it doesn't work out with the Rams, then they're going to be, screwed for a couple years. But if they win a few Super Bowls, I trade 5 years of being bad for 2 Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. If they win the Super Bowl, do you really think Matthew Stafford's going to come back and play another season?
Maybe
Depends
how
one
good
more.
The team is, yeah.
But he's not going to... I don't really envision him playing in 2029.
No.
Right? And that's when this draft pick from 2028 would actually start playing, would be 2029. Wait, no. It would be still 2028.
Yeah.
I
don't know if he's playing in 2028. He almost 40.
He might. Yeah, I was going to say he might not be playing in 2028. So if that's the case, that means the opening for a new team to really grab the NFC is going to be there again, and the Eagles are probably going to be in a good position to capitalize. You know? So, still very good job by Harry Roseman. I mean, he basically got the exact same value that he gave up to get A.J. Brown in trading him out. They gave up a first and a third. They got a first and a fifth. It's not exactly the same.
The fifth is basically just compensatory.
Yeah, so... Plus, they got the better of the 2 Buffalo 5th-round picks that they have. Believe that I forget what team it's from, so I'm not going to try to recall.
That's fine.
But either way, they got the better of the 2 5th-round picks. They might be able to use that to get some other type of, pick on a draft day or something like that, where they package it together with something. But still, Eagles, I think, are going to come out, I don't want to say on top, but they're definitely not going to really suffer from this trade, I don't think. Long-term or short term. Do they lose maybe one more game this season without A.J. Brown than with him?
Possibly.
But would having A.J. Brown as opposed to not win you 3 to 4 more games? I don't really think so,
I don't know.
Honestly. Do you?
It really all depends. Like, you gonna sit there and complain, or are you gonna catch football? Like, you gonna drop passes in a playoff game, or are you gonna?
Like, did AJ Brown win us 3 or 4 games last year?
No, the defense won us.
In fact, the games
3 or 4
where he had his most productive games actually were the games that the Eagles lost.
Yeah, I was gonna say the games where he was being targeted the most, the Eagles were losing because all they were doing was throwing to Brown.
Exactly. So
he got his way.
He didn't sit there and win the game at any point. I feel like last year, maybe the Vikings game.
AJ Brown can go look on his phone, and AJ Brown can go look on his phone after the Eagles lost to the Bears on Black Friday and be like, "Ooh, I just got 25 fantasy points. Thank you."
So even though they definitely got worse on paper as a team, I honestly don't think that they are going to be much worse in their projected record. And for that case, I think that it would probably be very, very smart for everyone to go take the over on the Eagles wins.
Yeah.
Because right now,
I think so as well.
They have, on FanDuel, they're at plus money to have 11 wins on the season. Which,
I mean, that's the same amount of wins they got last year. I mean, I feel like they still have the schedule ain't going to be easy for them. So,
I mean,
I feel like 11 wins is pretty average for that team. I
feel like they're probably going to get 11. I feel like they might get 11 or 12.
Yeah.
They might even get 13.
13's pushing it, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
But one of the things that I definitely do want to highlight that Vegas definitely thinks is the Eagles will not be representing the NFC because they are the 5th.
I was going to say the Rams are probably
rated
the highest
NFC team. The Rams are first at plus 310. Seahawks are next at plus 550. Niners are in third at plus 850. I don't know how the freaking Niners are in third, but regardless. Lions in fourth at plus 900, and then the Eagles in fifth at plus 950. So at plus 1,000, they're not really giving the Eagles too much of a shot.
I feel like the Lions at 4 is an understatement after they did not have a good record last year.
Yeah, like now you mean like an overstatement, right?
Overstatement, yeah. Overstatement.
Same with the Niners. Honestly, I feel like too.
But
the Niners, I feel like that's a reach.
They still have a good team.
They do.
Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey. They had a lot of injuries last season,
and so do the Lions too. You can say.
You can say
but
that.
Also, the Niners have a lot of injuries every single season. So
hey, you can blame that radioactive
power plant or whatever.
That's
battery distribution
that's
center
giving their
or whatever
players
the hell it is.
Fake injuries.
Oh, it's not fake injuries. They're real injuries.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They're just caused in a very fake way by fluky circumstances.
Yeah, it's just so stupid.
But anything else you want to add on the Eagles? Anything else of note, really?
Start talking about Cristopher Sanchez.
Yeah, hell yeah, because one thing that cannot go understated is how much Cristopher Sanchez's pitching has lifted, I feel like, this entire Phillies pitching staff as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when you have a pitcher that's going out there and is breaking records like Cristopher does, that
it gives the team a bit of confidence.
It is infectious to the other pitchers on the team a little bit. Not that they're gonna go on some type of insane streak. It should give the
offense some confidence, saying like, "Yo, if we hit the ball, and we score 5 or 6 runs, like Cristopher Sanchez is just gonna mow down the lineup.
Right,
this is pretty easy for us. We can just sit back and relax."
And also, like, could you imagine being a bullpen arm right now on a day where Cristopher Sanchez is pitching? You're probably gonna come in on a clean inning. You're probably going to come in with no inherited runners.
You're sitting there in a beach chair.
You're probably going to come in with a 1, 2, or 3 run lead because he probably only gave up 1
0
run.
Runs.
Like if that. You're cruising out there as a bullpen arm if you're pitching on a Cristopher Sanchez day. You got no pressure on you in the world. I feel like you're just like, I'm taking the ball from Cristopher. I'm going to get set up for success. And that enables you to pitch more free.
Everything.
It enables the defenders behind you to play more free. Like, oh shit, if I make an error, Christopher's going to pick me up because he's probably going to strike this guy out because he's fucking insane. Like, it really goes and spreads throughout the entire club and organization, I feel like. And, it doesn't seem like he's slowing down at all. He had 7 innings, 9 strikeouts. Only threw, I think, like 90-something
We have a
pitches.
Cy Young race between now him
and Ohtani.
No, not Ohtani.
I thought it was Ohtani.
Mike
Oh, yeah, a frickin' Mizorowski from Milwaukee. But, I mean, Ohtani's up there, too.
He is definitely up there.
He's definitely up there, too. But there's no... I feel like he could go on this inning streak for, like, the next month.
He could.
I mean,
he really could. He could probably carry this streak up until the All-Star break.
He literally went the entire month of May without giving up a run. The entire month.
He probably
did not give up a single run in May, and he could probably do the same thing in June. I'm not going to sit there and say that I expect him to, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up having another 20 scoreless innings.
Yeah. It's very much possible.
Like, that is just how good he is. Like, number one, he doesn't allow hard hit balls or hard hit fly balls really ever.
He allows a lot of weak contact.
He's a lot of weak contacts, ground balls, pop ups. Like, there's not a lot of hard, solid, or fly ball contact whenever he pitches. He has definitely gotten a lot more swings and misses the longer he's gotten into his career. And this year, I think his strikeout percentage is higher than it's ever been. By, I want to say 20 points. I don't have the number. I don't want to, I don't have the number exactly in front of me right now, but I know I looked it up earlier, and his strikeout percentage is higher than it was last year.
Because he's striking out, he's 95 strikeouts right now, but that means he's got 9.2 strikeouts per 9.
Yeah, I think last year he finished at like 8-something. It was like 8.6. So that's a significant jump.
7.9.
So 7.9.
Just around 8.
So either way, that's a significant jump. You're getting basically 2 extra strikeouts per 9 innings.
Yeah,
that's a huge boost to the defense.
You know what?
The team.
I was reading this wrong. Hold on.
Okay.
I was looking at. Jesus. All right. So 2026. So 2025 is 9.4, and 2026 is 10.8.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he was at 9.4 last year. He's at 10.8 right now.
So he's striking out about 11 batters per 9 innings.
Which that is an absolutely insane.
His last 5 starts, 10 strikeouts, 7 strikeouts, 13 strikeouts.
He's on pace
for a complete game shutout, 6 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts.
Like, he's probably on pace for what, 1,000 strikeouts this year?
1,000?
Wait, no, that doesn't sound right.
1,000?
No, 200.
Oh, he should easily be getting 200. He's at 95 already.
Right. So he'll probably get to like 245.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets into the 230s, the 240s.
Like,
he got 212 last year.
And we're only 60 games in. Well, today is game 60. But like, we're only 60 games in. He's got another 20 starts?
Yeah.
18?
I would say so.
So
he's at 12 starts right now. He pitched 32 times last regular season, so 20
so
starts.
He's got another 20 starts. He's got at least another 18 in him.
Definitely.
So
barring any setback,
he's going to end up getting up into like 230, 240, 250. He's definitely going to get 200 probably by August.
Yeah.
He's going to be at 200.
He'll be 200 by August already.
Which, that is pretty insane to, like, sit here and be like, oh, yeah, a whole month into the season, and he's going to already be at 200 strikeouts. Yep. So, that's a type of dominance that we're accustomed to from Zach Wheeler. Not that we're accustomed from Cristopher Sanchez.
Not Sanchez.
And can you imagine if Wheeler, the longer he goes into the season, the more like polished he gets, I feel like, because he's definitely been more polished the past 3 to 4 starts than he was earlier on in the season.
And Wheeler's been fantastic as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so if Wheeler's able to really pitch like vintage old Wheeler, plus you got this version of Cristopher Sanchez, that's basically like how Wheeler was like 4 years ago. Or like 3 years ago, when he finished, second or third in Cy Young?
Second, yeah.
Like, that's an insane 1-2 combination, and it's going to be hard for any team to beat this team in a playoff series by the fact that you're going to have to go up against them probably twice.
All right, but you say that, But
it all depends on the bats.
I was going to say, what else are you thinking about when it comes to the playoffs? Pitching was fantastic last playoffs, but we got to remember the bats.
Yep, it all truly comes down to how those bats perform.
The bats aren't going to be able to do anything in the playoffs.
But at least we can sit here and say right now that the big guys of Harper and Schwarber have been mashing, and they've been doing it all season.
That's it from those two. But everyone else is, basically done in the lineup for. Trey Turner has been.
Trey Turner's what, like 230 something?
I don't think he's even hitting 230.
Is he down to 220 now?
I think he's in the 20s. He's in 223.
Whew. I know Adolis Garcia's at 191 right now.
Yeah, Garcia has been, basically just $10 million for Nick Castellanos.
He's been Castellanos with better defense.
Yeah.
That's literally all he's been.
But Turner's got, like, these stats aren't really appealing to 223 batting average.
Did you know it's been almost an entire month
22 OPS
since Adolis Garcia had an extra base hit?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to think about.
Or no, not an extra base hit, a home run.
Yeah.
And he hasn't gotten a hit since the Cleveland series.
Oh my God.
He had a total of 8 hits the entire month of May.
When you think about this, like, not just even Garcia, but like with Trey as well.
But like, do you know how many games they played in May?
30?
27.
27, and he got 8 hits.
He had 8 hits in 27 games.
So how much at bats is that?
He went. Oh wait, no, he had 11 hits. So he went 11 for 88. That's a 125 average.
Oh man.
He had 2 doubles, two doubles, and 1 home run.
Whew.
So of those 11 hits, 3 of them were extra base hits. The rest were singles. And he had 4 RBIs.
Jesus.
And
everyone is free swinging.
Over the month of May.
Everyone is free swinging. The stuff that I'm seeing from Trey Turner, he's at 35.2% chase percentage. The whiff percentage is at 26.4. The K is at 21.9 to just a 6% walk percentage. And even his fielding, -2 outs above average.
Whew.
And I'll obviously now highlight Garcia because the dude's also not good.
His slugging is under 300 right now.
A whiff of 34.1, a chase of 28.9, a K of 31.1.
I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, he had 38 strikeouts for the month of May.
Jesus. A 570 OPS, 191 batting average.
So what percentage is that? So out of the 88 times that he had a plate appearance, he struck out 38 of them. That's 40%.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's close to almost about 50%. Not 50%. Hold on, let me...
No, it's not 50.
No, it's not 50, obviously.
It's like, what, like 41% or something like that, like 42%?
Yeah, 43%.
Yeah.
So 43% is at bats and then with a strikeout.
That's insane. That is so unhelpful to the team. Like, you're literally contributing nothing when you have a strikeout.
Even like the players like JT... Like, I knew this was a bad signing off the get-go, but the dude's got a 595 OPS.
And it's not going to get any better next year or the year after that.
He's chasing 32% of the time. It's not going to get any better, man. JT's got a 220 average. And it's not like the catchers behind him have...
No.
Or any better. Marchand, Stubbs.
Collectively, the Phillies as a team have the worst overall offensive category numbers for right-handed batters, period.
You would think that the Phillies are, 21-10 under Don Mattingly. And...
It's been the pitching.
It's been the pitching, yeah. It's been all it's been all the pitching.
It's been the pitching, the Kyle Schwarber home runs.
Yep. The Bryce Harper
home runs, the timely hitting, and the Brandon Marsh hitting streak.
So you basically have 3 hitters and like 9 pitchers doing their part.
And like Brandon Marsh has definitely cooled off because remember a couple weeks ago we were in here, he was at 345.
Now he's at
317.
Yeah, he's strong.
He's dropped 30 points in the past like 3 weeks though. So he's definitely cooled off. He's still hitting very good.
He's still hitting well, but
yeah, like on the road trip, I think I saw he went 3 for 10. So he went 300 on the road.
300, that's not bad.
remember he had that 2-week span where he was hitting like 400 during the batting. Like his batting average during that 2-week span was like 400 something. So you're not getting that from Marsh anymore. And you've definitely seen Stott cool down because Stott was hot for a couple of weeks there. He's cooled off. Garcia never really got hot.
Garcia's been sitting in the Costco freezer.
Yeah.
Garcia and Turner have been sitting in the Costco freezer since opening day.
JT never really got hot.
Yeah, JT.
Sosa's had good games and bad games, so like it's really all just been the offense has been propelled by Marsh,
Schwarber, and
Harper. And as much as I hate saying it because I'm not Alec Boehm fan, he's been one of the better hitters the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, the past 3 weeks, yeah.
Like the past 3 weeks, he's been one of their better hitters, which is really, really bad to say from a guy that still has a batting average of like 184.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Still in the 200s.
Like, he's still below 200, yet he's been one of the better hitters on this team for weeks.
Because according to Bob Nightingale, the Phillies are looking for a right-handed hitter at the trade deadline.
Oh, wow. Who would have anticipated?
What's the idea from Dave Dombrowski?
3 years in a row. 4 years in a row. They're looking for a right-handed hitter at the trade deadline.
Harrison Bader, Austin Hayes.
And are they going to get one? Probably not. Because what right-handed bat is out there?
They'll probably pick up a right-handed bat. It probably be a guy that pulls the Harrison Bader type of thing, then goes and plays like crap for the rest of his time. But
well, I mean, like I don't know what the trade market looks like at all this year.
No,
I haven't looked at anything for the trade market this year. Plus, you don't know how much teams are going to be willing to deal players and how much they're going to be willing to give up.
Except for one player.
Well, no, with the looming lockout.
Yes, that's true.
Do you really want to sit there and give up 2 prospects? And as a team, do you want to take on 2 prospects if you don't know if they're even going to be able to develop for 1 year?
One player has entered trade conversations in all of Major League Baseball because his team is doing so bad. That's Tarek Skubal.
Yeah.
And there's been some reports going around saying the Tigers might want to move him.
Right.
And I'm thinking and I'm hearing the Phillies are in discussion. I'm like, no, I don't want to send away, I know none of our prospects work out, but I don't want to send away, prospects for, potentially a guy that we're not even going to be paying in the coming years. What if he just pitches here for 2 months and, they go ahead and do their thing, get bounced in the division series, and they go and they're like...
Unless the Phillies see a realistic opportunity where they're going to actually sign and retain him.
But they have to sign him
right
after. They cannot let that sit until the off season where it's like, oh, now you're stuck with Skubal, so go to the Dodgers on a 1 year, $100 million contract.
So I honestly would be open to it. I'd be fine with it.
I'd be open to it, but you need to give him...
You're going to have to replace Wheeler at some point,
but
probably
you're
after next season.
You'd have to pay him right after.
Yeah, you would have to pay him right after, 100%. You also have to make up for the fact that Aaron Nola is not the pitcher that you're going to be paying for. So who knows if Aaron Nola is even in the rotation next year. There's a possibility where after next season, Nola's in the bullpen, Wheeler retires.
Or Nola's off the damn team.
Right. If that's the case, who do you have as your guys?
If Cristopher Sanchez, Jesus Luzardo.
Okay, that's a 1-2. That's
maybe
I guess pretty good.
Maybe Andrew Painter.
Painter.
I mean, if he
3.
figures things out.
And then Gene Cabrera and Moise Chase.
I guess
is who they have right now.
Maybe they bring back Taijuan Walker.
So. I mean, maybe Gage Wood is ready by that point.
Yeah, that's something he might be ready by then.
But I don't know if he's going to be a starting pitcher. They haven't used him for more than three innings all year in the minors. He hasn't pitched more than 3 innings. So
he made his way up to Double-A, though.
Yeah, he did make his way up to Double-A. So that's a very good and encouraging sign that they're going to give him a fast road to the majors, especially because he was a college player. And because of the success that he had in college. He was a very successful college player.
We should bring back Taijuan Walker. He's got a 1.42 ERA and 2 starts with the rookie affiliate for the Angels.
Oh, the rookie affiliate.
Yeah, the rookie affiliate
wow.
got a 1.42 ERA.
He's really giving those rookies the experience that they need.
He really did. Yeah, only giving up two runs in 6 innings. No home runs, striking out 6 batters and walking 1.
But I would be down for, trading for Tarek Skubal because
you know who I really think is gonna go get him? The freaking Padres.
The Padres.
AJ probably loves throwing away his farm system. They did it with Mason Miller.
Yeah, but do they even have the prospect depth to be able to do that at this point?
They'll find something, I know.
Because they traded away so much to get fucking Mason Miller last year.
They traded for Mason Miller, and we're not just going to forget about it. They traded for Juan Soto.
Didn't they trade the number 3 overall prospect in baseball and
Leo DeVries,
another guy that was a top 10 prospect in their own organizational system?
Leo DeVries and somebody else.
Yeah, they traded 2 of their own top 10 prospects. That's not going to be easily replenishable to be able to trade for another superstar caliber type player that's probably going to demand something like that the next season. So I don't really know if he's going to go to the Padres. I honestly don't know if he's going to go to a National League team. I feel like he might stay within
really
the
all
AL.
Depends on who is going to be, the biggest buyer. Who has the prospect capital and who is willing to spend that prospect capital to acquire said player.
Here's going to be something that you're probably not going to like. Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees, because they have the prospects.
Not only do they have the prospects, they have the need for pitching. Plus, could you imagine Garrett Cole comes back healthy and the 1-2 punch of Tarek Skubal and Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole. Remember, they have Max Fried.
And they also have the young guy that's
Schlittler. And then Rodon.
So go ahead and tell me that wouldn't be a fearsome rotation for playoffs.
That would be a fearsome rotation, absolutely. And they have the prospects, too. They have George.
And honestly, they have to go all in, the Yankees, at some point with Aaron Judge. They have to.
They have to, yeah.
They have to go all in at some point with Aaron Judge.
They have George Lombard. They have Spencer Jones. A couple other guys they can use.
Stanton's not going to be able to hit you 30 home runs forever.
Aaron Judge is in his 30s.
Stanton can hardly even run anymore.
Stanton's going to be the first MLB player to hit a home run in a wheelchair.
Stanton can hardly freaking move around the field at this point. Stanton could hit a ball into the gap, and it's a long single.
And we have Aaron Judge, who's made the World Series once, and they did terrible.
So, don't be surprised if trade deadline comes around and Tarek Skubal ends up going to the Yankees, because they have to pull the trigger at some point, and Pittsburgh's not going to be ready to trade Paul Skeens yet. Yeah,
Pittsburgh's not ready to trade Skeens. I know the Yankees did try to go for Skeens, and the Pirates
weren't willing to do
instantly. Yep.
So if that's going to be the case, they're going to have to look for somewhere else. I think Tarek Skubal is going to end up with the New York Yankees. As much as I hate to say it, I think that's where he ends up going.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely possible.
Is there any possibility the Dodgers trade for
if
the
Dodgers trade for him, there'll probably be protests outside of Major League Baseball's headquarters.
You
would
Dodger think
Stadium.
That even if there was a deal where both teams accepted it, the impetus would have to be on the league to veto the trade and to not approve it, right? Because the league has to approve every trade.
Yes.
The impetus would have to be to block it from happening, right?
There's no way.
There's no way that the MLB could allow the Dodgers to trade for Tarek Skubal in season, right? There's no way they could allow
it.
It
all depends on the prospect,
especially the year before, the last year of CBA.
Yep. When Tarek Skubal signs this massive contract with the Dodgers.
There's no way they could actually let that happen, right?
I mean, if he goes to the Yankees, he'll just go to the Dodgers anyways.
I'm asking you for the comfort of my own psyche. Please tell me that there's no way.
I don't know.
The MLB could approve that.
I don't know. When was the last time MLB vetoed a trade?
I think the Alex Rodriguez deal.
And that was
to Boston in 2004?
Yeah, that was Alex Rodriguez.
Right?
Yeah.
Or 2003?
The last time Major League Baseball officially vetoed a trade was August 31st, September 2021.
Wait, what?
Rob Manfred voided the deal that would send first baseman Eric Hosmer from the Padres to the Red Sox.
Wait, why?
I don't know. What the hell?
Okay, when was the last time that something like that was happening?
Several Boston Red Sox Hosmer included several Boston Red Sox in his limited no trade clause, making the deal invalid. So
wait, what?
It was something with the no trade clause.
Okay, when was the last time it was blocked because of competitive balancing rules?
Due to CBA. Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah, I was going to say it has to be A-Rod, right?
Yep.
That was, what year was that?
2003 in December.
Yep. I was going to say it was definitely like the season of 2004. I just couldn't remember whether or not the actual trade got vetoed in 03 or 04.
Mm-hmm.
But because that was a huge talking point. People were like, oh, does the MLB have the right to veto the trade? And like all that type of stuff.
Think. Where did Alex Rodriguez go after the trade
Yankees.
was vetoed to the Yankees? And what if they veto the trade and he's going to go to the Yankees?
Well, it's because at the time, the Yankees they had Derek Jeter at third base.
Yeah, and Derek Jeter was at shortstop, and they played Alex Rodriguez at third base.
Yeah. So
there's a video on why did the league veto the Alex Rodriguez trade, and it was something. I think it was something with his contract, because it was because of a pay cut. That's why.
Because of a pay cut.
Yeah. Because he had that massive contract he signed, I think the year before or something like that, and then he would be forced to take a pay cut, and he said nope.
Oh, so that's why they vetoed it.
So that's why, yeah.
But so they didn't do it. Have they ever vetoed a trade because of competitive balancing rules?
That's basically the Alex Rodriguez trade, but it doesn't really mention anything about
competitive
CBA.
balance.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really don't know how MLB will handle that situation if it
were to come to that. But I really just hope that it doesn't come to that. Because, dude, if it comes to that, like, is there even a point to playing the rest of the fucking season? Is there a point to having baseball in August and September and October if we already know what the outcome is by July 31st?
The Dodgers will be playing, because all 29 of the teams going on strike, so the Dodgers will be playing the.
They'll be playing
High Valley Iron Pigs.
They'll be playing the Montgomery Biscuits for the championship.
Montgomery Biscuits in the World Series.
They'll be playing the Savannah Bananas.
Yep. At this rate, they might as well be playing the Savannah Bananas because they all are bananas.
Actually, what's going to happen is the MLB is going to lock out all the players, and then they're just going to hire all the Savannah Bananas players to be replacement players for the MLB. And then baseball is going to suffer, and it's never going to be the same.
It's never going to be the same, yep. Oh, that's funny.
What a beautiful day and age we live in, right?
Yeah.
All right, anything else you want to... Oh, yeah. Do you want to bring up the Ada Miller update?
What, that he's going to never play baseball again? He's going to walk in a wheelchair or whatever? Like John Costan?
Well...
We have no update on Ada Miller.
Don Mattingly said he has started swinging the baseball bat. That's essentially the update.
Great.
That's basically the only update that we have, is that he started swinging the bat.
Thanks for that.
I don't think he started playing the field or anything like that yet. So
I don't think so either.
I don't know why
or running.
I don't know why the first thing is swinging the bat, especially when it's a back issue. I feel like that would probably be the last thing, because you torque your back when you swing. But what do I know?
I feel like you should run. But I'm not here to I'm not here to criticize that, but whatever.
Yeah. But, and then last but not least,
the 76ers replacing Daryl Morey with the GM of the Cavaliers.
Which, does that really, what does that do for you? Do you feel moved by that hiring, really? Like, either way? I
knew they were going to find someone.
I feel like I'm not really enthused about it, and I'm also not really upset about it. I'm just kind of like, all right, let's just see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what he does.
It all depends on, the moves that they make in the free agency period and during the draft.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know that he has a good reputation of building a winning team over in Cleveland, but Oh, gosh.
Here, one more thing about... Okay, so this is not a... Pat McAfee texted Aaron Donald to find out if a comeback is possible. And Aaron Donald says, I'm thinking.
Dude,
Woo.
if Aaron Donald comes back to the Rams and they have Aaron Donald
and Myles Garrett.
What's
one thing in common about the Rams and Dodgers? They're both in Los Angeles.
Quarterbacks will fake injuries on purpose to get out of playing the Rams.
Will fake tear his ACL at Tanner McGee playing against the Rams.
Dude, I would hate to be an opposing quarterback.
What's the difference? Well, no. What's common between the Rams and Dodgers? They're both in L.A.
You know what? Why don't we just fucking have the Rams trade for T.J. Watt too, and then they could have T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald, and opposing quarterbacks can just be folded into lawn chairs every week. You know, like
give them A.J. Brown too.
In the olden days, we used to love watching the gladiators kill each other. Why don't we just watch these three men just kill quarterbacks every week?
They'll pull up with shields.
You know, the ratings will be great. Like you'll be talked about every week.
That's funny.
You know, people will be in the hospital. Like you're gonna be in the news. Like Jesus Christ.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, dude. And of course, the Eagles are gonna have to play the Rams. And that's probably gonna be a loss.
Oh yeah, they're definitely losing to the Rams.
If that wasn't a loss before on our W's and L's, it's a loss.
It's a loss now.
It's a loss now.
Oh my goodness.
So Eagles definitely just lost a win on everyone's schedule.
Everyone's schedule. They just lost a win. That's pretty fucking funny.
Like Jesus Christ, man. They didn't give up like anything. I feel like. All right, you gave up Jared Verse. You replaced him with the best fucking defensive end in all of football.
All of football. Yep.
Maybe that football has seen
the next best defensive end
for the past 20 years since Michael Strahan.
Yeah. You have the next defensive best end in football come back and haunt offenses for life.
Oh,
the Eagles' offensive line will all be in full body casts after the game because if they already get injured enough, it's gonna be over by then.
They're gonna have to fly to Colombia after the game, get some more stem cell treatment immediately.
They're gonna have to play a game in Colombia.
Actually, we're going to have to move this game. Our entire team needs stem cell treatment. We're going to have to move this game to...
That's fucking funny.
What city would they even move it to?
I don't know, Medellin?
Medellin
in Colombia?
Bogota?
Yeah.
At the soccer stadium?
That's funny.
I'm sure the players would be happy that it'd actually be playing on real grass.
Probably, yeah. Whew.
But
all right,
anything else you want to mention?
I gotta call Raps. I gotta go to the food store. Yeah.
All right. Well, we shall see you all next week.
Yeah.